What's good, YouTube? This is Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to bring you guys this Team and Scheme series part 8. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So in today's video, with this scheme, with this series, we're going to be using the Panthers, and we're going to be using a bunch tight end to go with it. And honestly, this is actually a really deadly combo with the Panthers and bunch tight end, just because of their receiver core, and they have CMC, which gives you extra hot routes for the running back position, which can really be used. And you guys will see how I use that inside of today's gameplay. So quickly, what I want to do is talk about personnel. I want to give you like 1 or 2 setups, and I want to go straight to gameplay. So let's go ahead and get started. So for personnel, I love to have my fastest receiver on the outside, and I like to have my best route runner actually in this position right here. And you'll see why I say that. And then right here, this guy normally is going to run your crosser, so I like to just have somebody that's fast. He doesn't necessarily need to be the best; he just needs to be somewhat fast. So that's why this team is good, because as you guys know, Robbie Anderson has 95 speed. I can't think of his name. DJ Moore actually has 92, I believe, and Marshall actually has 90. So they have really good CMC. You get the hot routes, like I said, and the tight end actually have an 84 speed tight end right here. So this offense can be really deadly with this team. Just say if Sam Darnold don't sell you. But anyways, what I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be PA boot over and also triple out. Those are the 2 plays. Now they have other great plays such as curl flat corner. You know, X spot is really nice for man or zone. The RPO is really glitchy. You guys know spacing is really great versus zones. And I also put out how I run this particular scheme. So if you want to see that, I'll make sure to already link it somewhere if I already haven't. So just make sure you do check it out, because it's really fun to run. But anyway, let's come out PA boot over, because I actually have a lot I want to talk about in a little amount of time. I want to go ahead and get you guys started with this gameplay as soon as possible, so you guys can see exactly how I put everything together. So you guys know already, I'm putting in just personnel, just to put in the best players, so you can get the best example. So yeah, let's go ahead and back the ball off, and we're actually going to start off in cover 3. And when you run this offense, you always want to make sure you run it with your 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Now let's go ahead and audible to cover 3. So here we go. Now, with cover 3, you actually can have a 1-play touchdown. So I'm gonna spy these 2 just to make sure for a fact I have enough time. Now, for a 1-play touchdown setup, all you need to do is take X, put them on a curl. You want to take your running back. Now, since you have CMC, you want to put them on a flat route. Or if you don't have CMC for whatever reason, if you want to use it outside of the Panthers, you would put them on a swing route just like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and put them on a flat route, since we are talking about the Panthers. And you want to take circle, put them on an out route. Small route is out route. Sorry, my hair got my eye. But you want to take the out route, small route is out route. You take square, put them on a street. Now, you want to snap the ball just like this. Now, versus cover 3, you're gonna have a lot of things open. But I just kind of want you to watch what happens. So notice how right there we can actually bomb the cover 3 for a 1-play touchdown. So quickly, I'm going to go into replay, show you why I like it, and then we're going to talk about cover 2, because I want to move through this really, really fast. Now, this setup is fire. Why? Because what's going to happen is that this curl route, so the way they have hook curls play, they're actually going to match this crosser route. So if this is the user, notice what happens, how he's going to have to choose between these 2 players, right? If they're playing a regular cover 3 without deep halving, then we're going to have that bomb that's open. So no matter what, we're going to have a 1-play touchdown. So if this is the user on the other side for the hook curl, he's most likely going to come here, and he's actually not even going to see this develop like that. And like I said, you always have this option. And if they zone drop incorrectly, sometimes you can have this table out right off the backfield if they are zone dropping. So that's why I really love that play. Now, cover 2, we have a different setup, okay? So for cover 2, what we're going to do is now I'm gonna spy 2 people just so I can have, I want to make sure I have enough time. Like I said, just want to get the gameplay, that's all. So for cover 2, what I like to do, I actually like to take triangle, put them on an out route, in route, excuse me, and then you want a smart route is in route, and then I like to block my running back. You don't really need to play action, but I like to motion this guy out. And it's really important whether he presses or not, because if he presses, it's still gonna get open the same way. It's just all about timing, but I'll show you both ways, like if they press versus not pressing for the zone chucks. But look what happens. So the safety's going to move, and then we're going to be able to split that cover 2 right there for a 1-play touchdown. Now, that setup will also beat man coverage the same way. And quickly, you already seen it got open, so let's go ahead and press, and I'm back that guy off now, just so you can see what happens. All right, so let's take triangle, put him on in route, small route is in route. We're gonna block our running back, and then you can just take that guy and motion him. So notice how the setup is really, really quick, right? So again, we're just gonna snap the ball. Now notice what happens if nobody presses him or nothing. So notice how now we're gonna be able to throw that ball a little further, and since that's your fastest receiver already, then you're gonna basically have a 1-play touchdown every single time. Now, last thing I want to talk about is man coverage, of course. Now, with man coverage, we're going to be able to do the same exact setup. Now, there's a lot of ways you can beat man, though. This crosser will beat man coverage. You know, you can put circle on a slant, motion them across to beat man coverage. there's a lot we can do. But showing you the same setup that I just gave you, it's actually going to be able to split man coverage also. And also the circle route does a really well job of beating man too. This little quick in route, I would say. So let me go ahead and motion them out. Now, it also depends on if your receiver wins that matchup or not, because they're not always going to let you win. Hopefully, have time to throw square. You can tell right there, notice how he's going to split those safeties. Now, he did drop the ball, but what's important to realize is that he was able to split those safeties for a potential one-play touchdown. So, yeah, I just want to show you this. Notice how we kind of got the win animation, and this in route or out route combo is going to actually widen out, and that's what's going to allow us to separate that. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, then you can make a 1-2 read. So this is what I was telling you about. A lot of times, this route is going to do a great job of getting open. Now, obviously, it's not going to be like this every time where they just, do like a double press animation, and that's never going to happen. They're never going to do that, but this route does actually beat man coverage, and you have pretty good space in between these two, but the whole time we're looking over the top for that route right there. So I believe that's everything I wanted to show you guys. Let me make sure. So triple out. Last thing I will show you is triple out, then we'll talk about gameplay. So let's just go to cover 2. So I don't really like it versus cover 3, but I love it against cover 2 if you want another way to beat cover 2. So what you're going to do is take square. You want to put them on an in route. You want to take triangle, actually. Excuse me, you want to take square, in route, take triangle. You can put them on a hitch if you want to. It doesn't matter. You can put them on a flat route. I like to put them on a hitch, and then I like to actually take my tight end and normally block them. And then what you're going to do is actually just take this guy and motion him across. Like I said, it doesn't really matter what you do with him, but it's going to basically create a nice little read for us. So you want to wait till he gets outside the numbers. Then you want to snap the ball, and then you just want to wait. And then what's going to happen is that you'll be able to throw that right there. Why was that even that close to a pass? I think you want to actually call this whenever you're on the when your bunch is to the short side, I believe. Let me see, because you want enough space for that route to actually get open. So let me actually show that for you one more time. Because what's going to happen is that route actually climbs over the top of every single zone drop basically, or deep half is going to get behind all of that. So triple out, take square, put them on the in route. Take triangle, put him on a hitch, or you can do it opposite. You can take square, you can put him on a hitch, triangle on the in route. It doesn't really matter. Those are interchangeable. But I like to block my tight end or put him on a streak. But for now, if you're on next gen, I believe put him on a streak will be a lot better. But you want to motion until he gets to the numbers, and as soon as he gets to the numbers, that's when you actually want to snap the ball. So now, I don't know, it's not actually getting open like I want it to be, but I don't want to keep playing around with it. But you can just use the regular cover 2. I don't really feel like playing with it, but let's go ahead and get right into this gameplay though. All right, man. So as you can tell right here, we are playing against the Packers, of course. And like I said, man, that's pretty much all you guys are mainly going to see is just like Packers, Ravens, Chiefs. Like that's really all people play. At least the people I get matched up with. I don't get to get those matchups with people using like the Jets or the Texans or the Titans. I don't really see those matchups. Every time I load up, I literally see the same Packers. And what's crazy, as you guys see, I'm doing my audibles and everything, but what's crazy, a lot of times these same players are usually the players who only play with those particular teams. I don't know, it just seems to be my matchups. But right here, I was kind of testing out. It looked like he was in man coverage, so basically what we're going to do is put our running back on an angle route, put X on a flat route to open up that slant if that's open. So notice right here that angle route is going to be able to win, and we're going to be able to, run away with CMC, as though I feel like we probably could have got more yards with that. But what I did notice right off the gate, I was like, okay, so my opponent didn't user anybody. So he basically, I don't know if he got caught up on his line, if he was trying to adjust something and just couldn't get back on the linebacker. So I was like, okay, we're going to see right here. So I was like, okay, I wonder if he's playing man. So if he's playing man, I want to take square, put him on a slant, motion him across. So now I'm looking between square and triangle, basically. So I noticed right, he's trying to basically rush around the edge. So I'll go ahead and throw my slant because he was playing some type of zone blitz. So that's why I love square on a slant. Oh, it's actually cover 2. So if they play cover 2 or any zone blitz, if you just take square, put them on a slant, and there's no user there, you will pretty much always have the slant or circle, the inside receiver. If you're on Xbox, I don't remember which button it is, but you know that. So right here, like I said, I love the angle route versus man coverage, and I got a drag just in case. So basically, I have basically a 5 out right here, and I'm gonna motion that post out. So I have all options that I want. So right here, I'm gonna notice that DJ Moore is gonna absolutely cook who's on. Got a little sticky right there, but we unfortunately didn't get many yards after that. So you can tell if somebody wants to play man coverage, it's really impossible, honestly, because you're just gonna have everything open, especially with CMC. Now, this triangle route, that corner route, is actually so good against man coverage because it is a man-beating corner route. So I take circle, put him on a slant, and I'm going to motion over that drag route because it's going to create a high low with the user. So if the user follows circle, I can look at triangle, or I can always look at a backside drag. So I have a lot of things open. Notice how right there they get a pressure. Zadarius Smith absolutely gets one of those instant sheds, and I was actually throwing a drag route, which I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that's something I hate. I'm glad he just didn't throw it straight to the defender though, so I am thankful for that. But sometimes I hate that because I feel like no matter what, I should be able to throw a drag route because it's right there. But this RPO, you guys know this RPO is actually really nice. It's actually really frustrating. Also, I am in the Kansas City Chiefs offensive playbook. I may have forgot to mention that, but please check the description. But I'm in the Chiefs offensive playbook. I completely forgot to mention that. But anyways, the Chiefs, in my opinion, has the best gun bunch. Not gun bunch. Well, gun bunch tight end. They have the best gun bunch tight end. God dang, I can't talk. But yeah, because there's other formations that have bunch tight end. But reason I say it's the best because it does have the RPO and it also does have the triple out, which is actually really nice. Now I already did triple out setup basically on my on the old video. I put it on part 2 on bunch tight end, so if you want to go look through my offensive playbook and get that, you basically see it where I go more in depth. I just didn't go in depth with it because I didn't want the video to be, you know, really long. Like, it's already gonna be about a 20-minute video, but that's fine. I just didn't, you know, I already put out a video on it. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a rough, like, exactly what was on those 2 videos, kind of combining them into one video. For those of you guys that just wanted the setups but didn't really care for the gameplay, and those of y'all that are still watching apparently care about my gameplay, and I truly appreciate you guys. Seriously, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. But right here, basically, this is a man coverage beater, so I'm gonna have everything I want essentially. So notice how that angle route is gonna cook him, and also if you notice that triangle route by Terrence Marshall actually toasted his man as well because it is a man beater. Now, the only reason I want to show you guys the drive defense. So the reason why is because whenever I play teams like who only choose the Packers and, you know, or most of my game, this is pretty much how I go. So this is actually my trips tight end defense, or Trey flex is universal. This is actually my universal setup. You'll see here in a second, but I just wanted to show you like what type of people I play on here. So notice this setup. So this is like my universal setup to actually guard trips tight end, Trey flex, any type of, you know, formation where there's a crosser route is my favorite setup. So I already did put out a video on this, but if you want me to kind of do an update and show you just how good it is, again, I can do that. Just definitely let me know. But notice how he started chewing clock and he's running inside zone, and just kind of pay attention to how this dude's playing. This is like, for example, this is a game, honestly, that you guys would have never seen, honestly, because basically he's just going to try to play clock control the whole time. So notice that he's just basically chewing clock and he's running inside zone. Now, one thing about the Packers is that they're already really hard to stop with A-Rod passing the ball, but they actually are really solid with running the ball as well with Aaron Jones, and you got AJ Dillon, and they actually have the a pretty good offensive lineman. So it's one of those things where you're like, come on, bro, you know. But I actually really just needed this gameplay because, like I told you guys, you might not believe it, but I don't play Madden all day every day. I literally come on here, I get like 1 or 2 games. But notice the user, I tried to actually get the little gap shoot, didn't get it. And like I said, this is why I like this defense, because we're actually able to contain the run, and if they pass the ball, we actually have great pass defense as well. So notice my user, they're just going to give him, you know, a little fortunate animation. You know, you don't really get animations for defenders. Normally you're just going to get thrown out the way and stuff like that. But what I was trying to tell you guys is that this is a game you normally wouldn't see, just because, like, you know, like, because basically I'm not going to be able to fully have time on offense, you know. So it's like I hate playing this game all day every day. That's why I don't. So I literally come on here, I play like 1, maybe two, because sometimes I have in the past just quit out even though if I was winning. Like, for example, like if I was up 7-0 but I seen him playing like this a lot of time, I probably would have paused and probably tried to send him a friendly quit. And if he didn't accept that, I would quit. That's normally what I would do normally, because like I said, I really don't care about my ratio, the win, loss, and nothing. I'm not here to grind the leaderboards. I'm literally just here to give you guys great setups and to show you that, hey, the setups I'm giving you actually work. You know, that's all I care about, because it's things like that that actually upsets me really bad, where they start giving, you know, animations, and then it puts me in a bad mood for the day. And it's something I didn't take seriously with my mental health. It might sound crazy to talk about, but when I used to play Madden so much, so to the point where like little stuff would start pissing me off, where like, you know, I'm like, bro, come on. That's why Rage Rose my name, because I used to really get mad at this game. I used to really get frustrated. And I finally reached a point where I was like, you know what, why do I let this game get to me so bad? You know, so I had to finally, it's because I'm so competitive, honestly. That's literally why. For a little backstory on me, I played football in college, well, through college. I played 2 years, ended up having a kid, and so I kind of just stepped away from football, started, you know, working, getting a real job, and yeah, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, it just basically made me say, okay, why am I getting so mad at this? And so finally I just reached the point of like, okay, I'm not gonna get mad about this game no more. So basically this would have been a game you guys would have never seen, because I probably would have quit out already if I wouldn't, I don't know, I just felt like playing at this point, because like I said, I really only played 1 or 2 games, so I try to make sure I at least finish the games, or just see like, okay, well, can I get the ball back? Because notice, I have not touched the ball back, and I've actually been playing pretty great defense. You know, he's really hasn't just been gashing me. You know, he's thrown the ball once, and you know, he's literally taking it down to 1 second every single time. Literally just gonna keep throwing, you know, that flat route, even though I'm putting the guy out there. So I do make the adjustment. It's a simple adjustment I have to make, which you're gonna see right here. I believe this is actually where I do it. So notice I take him and bump him out a little bit, so he can stop getting bumped on our running. Oh, I was about to say running back. So he can stop getting back on our cornerback. But yeah, this is like why, like, you know, this is why I don't play a lot of games, because like this, it's really frustrating with somebody. You can tell that he's not the best player. You can tell. That's why I don't like this. So notice how now we take that away, right? Then boom, you know, like I said, when you force somebody to have to throw the ball, that's what's gonna happen. But it's like, bro, look at how much time I have left now. I have literally 33 seconds, you know, and when I give you guys videos, I want to show you guys, you know, as much offense as possible. So that's why I said a lot of times I would have just quit out this game, you know, just to get into another game where I play somebody who actually wants to, like, you know, try to be somewhat skilled, you know, like that's how I put it, you know. So when I do these gameplay videos, a lot of times you're gonna get gameplays where people just aren't that good, or maybe they will be good, you know, because like I said, I only play 1 or 2 games a day. That's all I'm giving, you know, the schemes. Right there, I had him wide open. You know, he was playing cover 2, and that actually set up actually is going to torch cover 2. I didn't go through it in practice mode, but that's why I give you guys a setup so you can have them and then go through them yourself and you can see, because I really care about making sure that you guys, that you understand that these setups, I give you a grill and they actually really work. You know, that's why I actually show gameplay and I spend a lot of time in practice mode, because once you try it out yourself, you can be like, oh wow, this setup's really good. So watch, just like I told you, notice how cover 2 circle is going to get wide open, right? So I just ran out of time, and that's one of the things that is unfortunate when you play the Packers, because, you know, they have Darius Smith, Kenny Clark, you know, Gray. I think his name is Gray. They have him. So like I said, they have a lot of athletes on that D-line. So it's just hard. Now this setup is from the curls play. Now watch triangle. So I'm just staring at triangle. I'm looking at him get open. I literally just didn't even have enough time because I wanted to wait for him to clear. But right here. So notice how we're in the third, second half now. I did catch a pick. And I noticed he's playing a lot of cover too, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to curl flat. Actually, no, not triple out. I believe I did change it to curl flat. Yeah, so there we go. I know I changed it to curl flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to curl flat. And then all I do is take square, put him on streak, circle, and flat route. And this setup right here will completely destroy cover 2. I block my running back and my tight end just to make sure I have enough time. I put a double team on Kenny Clark so I don't have to worry about him shedding. And then notice how Darius Smith is going to get an instant win. I'm staring at triangle and I throw square by accident. I'm literally staring at it. But just look at the crazy animation they give him though, you know. I would have been cool with an incomplete pass. But I mean, I'm not complaining with a pick. That was, I literally didn't mean it, I'm literally staring at triangle. I hit square, just being an idiot. But yeah, that's why I set it up the same exact way again, because it was going to torch cover 2. But you know, regardless, I'm like, whatever, you know. So right here, like I said, just, I mean, you know, why do you even throw that, you know? So like, this is kind of what I mean when I say this is ad, because I wouldn't even have shown this game because I haven't had much offense, you know. So I like to show games where I have a lot of offense. So anyway, he does end up going for the 2-point conversion. Look at that. I mean, we have guys there, but you know, they're just gonna let him fight for it. Oh no, my bad. That was a touchdown. So yeah, he did get the touchdown right there. And then watch this right here. So he was a single back wing type, and actually this is actually one of my favorite red zone defenses. It's actually cover 4 quarters, which I kind of gave you guys the defense already. I like to spy that middle guy right there and then slide my line. So notice what happens right here. So since it's match coverage, he's actually able to match that slant, which is why I really love that. And then CJ Henderson, he's 93 speed. AJ Dillon's not going to be fast enough, and we are going to be able to take it straight to the crib. So like I said, man, as you can tell, I got 17 points, but I'm at 16, excuse me. I got 16, but I only scored 1 time. Like, I only had 1 full drive of offense, you know, and he's going to do an onside kick. So if I get this back, then I only have half a field to even work with, you know. So that's why I was telling you guys, like, my record on here, I think I have 200 wins and, like, I want to say 140 losses or something like that. 140, 145 losses. And like I said, it's mainly just because, like, for one, I'm not on here to grind any type of leaderboards or nothing like that. It's strictly content on this, because this is actually my backup account I'm on, that I just do strictly content for, and gameplay and setups like that. And I see what works and what I like and what I want to put a video out on. That's how I choose that kind of stuff. So yeah, I may do a series, like I said, where I see how many games I can win on actually taking it serious. But right there, I actually do hit the right button that time. Try to get a little sticky, but I wasn't able to. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. I may just go on my Rage Rail account, because if I do anything where I want to, like, see how many games I can win, I'll do it on my actual main account, just so like when the opponent sees, if he happens to know like I have a YouTube channel, then actually he'll probably take it seriously, you know. That's my thought process on it. So that's how I think though. So if you guys want to see like just how many games I can win or something, like if I do a series like that and you guys are actually watching it, because I have analytics that I look at, so that's what lets me know what you guys like, you know. So if I see I'm doing really good on my views and my watch time and all that, I'm like, okay, well I'll do a series on it. That's why this series has been continuing, because you guys have actually shown that you like it, you know, and I truly appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys want to see just how many games I can win, or you know, you guys want to see live gameplay, me seeing how many games I can win, I'll do that, you know, like, you know, why not? But like I said, I mainly just do schemes just for you guys right there. You can tell, boom, gonna go ahead and dot them up, and that's, you know, we're pretty much coming down to the end of the game now, honestly. So 23-6, you guys can see, like, watch the strip tight end defense. It's actually really good. So notice right here, there's nothing open. We're gonna be able to lurk that, and I mean, at this point, that's basically just gonna be game, because, you know, what do you do, you know? So yeah, so basically that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.